All right, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. Welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful Moonology episode. Check the title for the number because I don't know. Before we do though, it should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this, you may currently be going through this, and or this may be a prophetic message to come if you decide to utilize and embody the energy or advice that Spirit has for you within the reading or readings, okay? Now, I know I just said all that about time and energy being fluid. However, when I do call out date signs and times, keep in mind that I am utilizing Eastern Standard Time, which is a prime example of why it really doesn't matter, because depending upon where you are in the globe, it may or may not be different for you, all right? Please keep in mind that they are general. Not all may be for you. I may not even be talking to you nor about you. I may be talking to or about someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I do not know your life. So please use your free will and the spirit of discernment to determine that, all right? We also don't subscribe to gender roles. However, you will likely hear me say he and or she in reference to masculine and or feminine energies, which we all have both within us. So flip-flop yourself as you need to. Roles may be reversed, whatever, what have you. Do not force anything to fit. I am not responsible for them. Look at that shoe. No, I'm not responsible if you're forcing that shoe to fit. But I'm not responsible for your feet, your toes, nor them currents hurting because you're trying to force something that's really not intended for you in the first place, okay? Alright, y'all. Finally, I am big on numerology. Whether or not I call it out, but if and when I do, I intend for it to likely resonate with your life path number, the day and or month that you were born, potentially the house that you want to pay particular attention to within your natal chart. It could even be just confirmation that you need to pay attention at that time within the reading. Alright? So at this point, you will likely see the primary decks that we utilize for the series. One serves as the header, the other as the finisher. The header is intended to bring forth the overall message of advice or guidance or energy that you may find yourself dealing with, or whoever this pertains to, right? The finisher is intended to bring forth messages of advice to grow on, to take with you, maybe things that you need to focus on releasing. I don't know, just depends on what comes out. Speaking of the finisher, it leaves us with gemstones and crystals, if you will, that you may want to utilize to help you get through or deal with this energy, okay? And when we get to that portion of the reading, the crystal energy healing portion, which is later on, we will utilize these decks, this combo deck, as well as the crystal mandala deck, to dive further into whatever crystal gem that comes through with the finisher, okay? We'll look further into that, and it may bring forth archangels, guardians, mystics, saints, whomever, here to help you if you want to call upon them, and or that are part of your spirit squad who are helping you to get through this, okay? We also utilize this text, which is a great reference. Sometimes I'm not always able to find said crystal or gems within the decks, but generally I'm able to find them in the text, and it really dives deep into other healing modalities that you may not even have thought of, but especially the ones that they're advising you to utilize. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Now, the variable for this series is the tarot, and we're continuing to use this beautiful legacy of the Divine Tarot, and it is intended to clarify, confirm, dive a little bit deeper into what the overall message or header pertains to, or could possibly pertain to, all right? This following deck is, as it states, intended to look deeper into the manifestations that you subconsciously and or consciously may be working towards, or maybe your higher self is trying to get your attention to work towards these, okay, if you are unaware. And we'll dive deep into that as well, okay? And finally, this beautiful deck is intended, as it states, it's diving deeper into the astrology and maybe even give timing. I don't know, just depends again on what comes out. All right. I think that is all. without further ado, let's go ahead and get a quick word of prayer before we get into this. To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much for this beautiful day and for this opportunity. Thank you for using me as a clear and open channel to bring forth the messages straight and clear, no chaser, to the collective. Thank you for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but. So help me, God, and so help us all. I pray as always that the message uplifts, enlightens, heals, strengthens, protects, nurtures, nourishes, bring forth whatever the viewer may need, and may it play out in the lives of any and all involved as I know you will see fit for the utmost and highest good. For that and all other blessings I come, ask, and give thanks yet again. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe all. Alright, y'all. Let's get it. 5:50 on the timer. Before we go any further, though, I need y'all to know, if nobody else has told you today, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please know that. No matter what you get, if you don't get anything at all from this message, know that, okay? Receive that. Alright, let's go. Alright, you guys. So, in case you are brand new to my channel or even new to this series, I like to begin with giving you a little bit of background information. So the purpose of this video is to obviously dive into this beautiful last quarter moon energy, which will be in the signs, I should say, because it's a transitionary period. So it'll be in the signs of Leo/Virgo. All right. High vibe time on the 16th at 20:04, which is 8:04 p.m. All right. Now, before we even get into these messages, the channel messages they're in regards to this last quarter moon energy, I like to recap a little bit. So in case you missed last episode or have not yet tuned into it, we are coming off of the gorgeous and magnificent and powerful energy of the full moon in Taurus, which is also a lunar eclipse, because we have since from the first quarter moon, and let me correct that. From the new moon back in towards the end of October, we have come into the energy of eclipse season. So that was a powerful solar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. And in case you missed that video, you very well may want to go back and listen to it, because I'm sure we're going to reference at some point or another within this video. But anyway, we are coming off of the last quarter. Why do I keep saying it? I did that last episode. I kept saying last quarter. It's something about this last quarter moon, y'all. That's pretty powerful. All right. But anyway, we're coming off of the full moon energy in the sign of Taurus, like I said, which is a lunar eclipse on the 8th, high vibe time at 6:01, and that's a.m. Okay. Taurus affects the neck, vocal cords, throat, and thyroid. And please go back and listen, because I don't even want to spend too much time recapping what we discussed in there, but it's a lot of gems, y'all. There is this heightened energy of focusing and maybe even changing your mentality in regards to your second house, which is house of resources, which is what Taurus rules. And there's an energy of really speaking up and being true and authentic in what you're asking for, okay? Especially from spirit, but anybody else in your life for that matter. All right. And the second house, the house of resources, y'all, can be anything. It does not just, don't just blindside or narrow your focus to just finances. Resources is whatever abundance you want to see that in. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But anyway, in order to get from this full moon in Taurus to this last quarter moon in Leo/Virgo, the moon has to transition through the sign of Taurus into Gemini on the 9th, high vibe time at 8:37 a.m. Gemini affects the shoulders, arms, hands, bronchial tubes, and lungs, okay? Then the moon transitions from the sign of Gemini into Cancer on the 11th, high vibe time at 19:23, which is 7:23 p.m. And Cancer affects the stomach, mucosa, breast, womb, and ovary. And then the moon transitions from Cancer into Leo on the 14th, high vibe time at 7:48 a.m. And Leo affects the heart, aorta, blood pressure. But I feel like I said that so funny. Aorta, blood pressure, and circulation. And then, of course, to get into this very day on this last quarter moon energy, the moon will be transitioning out of the sign of Leo and into the sign of Virgo, high vibe time, as I said, at 20:04, which is 8:04 p.m. And Virgo affects the pancreas, small intestine, and digestive tract. Now we're going to come back and get into the channel messages, but I like to go through the following week and go through the transitions as we get ready for next week's or the following episode video in the new moon, in which will be another powerful transitionary period of new moon in Scorpio / Sage. But anyway, in order to get there, the moon will transition from Virgo into the sign of Libra on the 19th, high vibe time at 5:58 a.m. And Libra affects the kidneys, ureter, bladder, veins, and skin. Okay? And then the moon will transition from the sign of Libra into Scorpio on the 21st, high vibe time at 12:16 p.m. And I don't know why I'm stuck right here, but I don't know. Do y'all feel stuck? But anyway, that or will you be feeling stuck on this day? Whatever it is, it's like it's something is wrapping up though. But anyways, it's Scorpio affects the genitals, anus, urethra, and prostate, and then it will settle into the new moon. I was about to say full moon, so you may want to check that, whatever the full moon video in Scorpio, I guess. But anyways, or the last full moon video. It will further settle into this new moon energy in the sign of Scorpio on the 23rd. High vibe time. Actually, it's a transitionary period, excuse me. So for Scorpio, the high vibe energy will be 17:57, which is 5:57 p.m. And then it will transition into, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, nope, that ain't right. The high vibe time for the transitionary period into Sage is 15:16, which is 3:16 p.m. And so the new moon, which will then be in the sign of Sage, right? High vibe time will be at 17:57, which is 5:57. So excuse me, but you still will likely be having that energy of Scorpio on this day. So that may be because I got stuck on that on the 21st when it transitioned from Libra into Scorpio. So I feel like there's some high vibe scorpionic energy going on here, but that is for next video. So let's get on back into what the focus is for today, which is this last quarter moon in Leo / Virgo. And 8:04 or even 20:04 may be an important number to you. And I spoke last episode on this about the energy of this very day in the number 16, because that's where that scorpionic energy key is about to be showing its head. And it's beautiful because we are in Scorpio season. So okay, so on the 21st, that's entering kind of the cusp. I put that in air quotes, right? The cusp period where we will be transitioning out of the sun sign being in Scorpio into the sun sign being in Sage. But some of y'all may still be trying to hold on, or maybe there's some residual stuff that you have that needs to be released or something like that, because I spoke about, even on this very day of the last quarter moon, with it being the 16th, about some energy of the Tower, in that if there are things that you aren't, especially with us being in eclipse season, that you aren't haven't been focusing on, or maybe been hiding in the shadows or not really wanting to see, it's coming to the surface for you to deal with, whether you're ready or not. You know what I mean? Because you have to clear it out, honey. You got to clear your energy, clear your closet, clear your aura, make room for what it is you're asking for. Okay? That's basically what I'm getting. And it may be, especially with Leo, with the energy of Leo and Virgo on this day, I feel like it may have something to do with like your accomplishments, your success, your achievements, whatever you're trying to receive accolades in. Not that you need to, necessarily seek validation or anything like that from someone else, but it very well is something that you have been working towards. And I see victory and success for sure. And it may have something to do with your health and wellness, because Virgo, sixth house, I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I feel like because my tongue be getting tied up and I'll be trying to run that together. But anyways, that's the house of health, wealth, and wellness, and so that may be something that you're trying to work towards. It may be just in the healing aspects in regards to if you have issues with your pancreas, small intestine, or even digestive tract, or even with your heart, aorta, blood pressure, circulation, whatever. And it could be any other area, you know, but those specifically for some people, okay? I do see, like I said, success, victory, and healing in regards to that, if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're asking for. But once again, some things, like speaking of digestive tract, you gotta shit that old shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, quite literally, you gotta let it go. You can't hold on to it anymore. Okay, make room to be able to receive and digest new things, different things. And that may be what you need to do, speaking of which, is to change up your lifestyle, you know, what it is you're feeding yourself, quite literally, so that your digestion can improve, so that your health can improve. No longer should you clog up your system with all this gunk that's not even for you. You know what I mean? That's not serving you. I don't know, y'all, but I feel like that's heavily what it's pertaining to. So let's see. I don't want to keep you too long. Let's go on and get in these get into the reading, okay? The cards. Wow. And beginning with the headers, just wow. Because look at this. I don't really necessarily feel like these are intended to be read in reverse, but I left it as such for the purpose of it 11 on the timer so that you can see the energy. This newness is being blocked. That's exactly what I just got through saying. Until you get rid of that old shit, baby, your new ain't how it doesn't. Where's it gonna go? You all constipated and stuff because you got all these bricks that you holding on to that's heavyweight, you know. So it's like, let it flow, let it go, and you may need to do some kind of detoxing. I see that happening. That's very much so healing. I'm hearing intermittent fasting. If you don't do that already, look into it, honey. Look into it. I feel like that is the best. Ooh, it's the best. It is. It quite literally is the best. I don't want to go off on a tangent in it, but look it up and see if it is fitting for you or how you may be able to fit that into your life so that this newness can come through, so that you can clear out whatever baggage and bullshit you've been holding on to, right? This is talking about that new moon energy, which is to come. And I feel like maybe until you really work on cleansing and healing, you may not even see this, even with the following episode with that new moon. Because I said, man, that's crazy. That's why I got stuck and caught up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm even hearing Usher now, and I feel like that song came out last episode, or maybe it was one of the MOTDs. Either way, I'm caught up and I don't know what it is, but it seems you got me lifted. I'm so got me feeling it. And that's, you know, that has to do with the relationship, more so romantic, of course, is what he's talking about, but it doesn't matter. It can be friend, family, or whatever. But it's like, maybe that's the thing. Maybe like you are so caught up or stuck, you know. God, I heard somebody say stuck on stupid, but it's like that may be what's clouding you or keeping you, you know, stagnant and keeping you from moving forward. And there's something that needs to be cleared out so that whether you continue the relationship with this individual or individuals, if it's more than one person, you can at least see what may have been keeping you from moving forward in a new and different way, basically. Okay? I mean, this card pretty much speaks for itself, but like I said, with it being in reverse, this new start is being halted or delayed for some reason or another. And that's something that you're going to have to figure out for you, you know, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you. Of course, we'll get into the readings in just a minute, so stay tuned for that. Let's get through the cards. Moving on to the bottom. Ooh, and this, wow, this is powerful. By the way, with that last new moon card and with the new moon in Scorpio Sage coming up, that may be confirmation for you, especially if that is your moon sign, okay? But you can have Scorpio Sage in really whatever heavy hitter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and or South Node for me. It does not matter, but especially what I just said, okay? As far as the moon sign. So with this confidence is the key to success. That's powerful because I do feel like it is obviously highlighting this Leo energy within this last quarter moon, and that may be what is holding you back. Some of you need to really work with your solar plexus chakra. Slow down. That may be what you need to do. Quite literally, slow down. You're moving too fast, and that may be why this newness is delayed, because you got to take the time to really be in that energy of sitting with yourself and healing, okay? Taking the time to really heal. That's powerful. Go back to that first quarter moon, actually, in the sign of Aquarius. That was the name of that video, Time to Heal. There's something in there for you, I promise you. And look, your moon may even be in Leo, or you may want to check out this new moon in Leo. Something about it, okay? You may even need to find the work on your courage and your self-esteem and confidence to speak up or call forth is what I just heard, to be honest. What it is you seek, what it is you desire, right? Whether it's out of this relationship, for those of you who that pertains to, or whether it's out of this job situation, if that's what you're looking for success or victory in, whatever the case may be for you, you're going to need to dig deep within yourself and stand in your power and truth. Okay? All right, I feel like that's that on that. Let's move on. Look at here, boy, look at here. Man, with this Page of Cups energy, somebody coming through with some kind of offer. I heard apology, but I feel like this is you really like bringing forth, and it's funny because it's a page, so it's kind of a little immature, and I don't mean in like a low vibe, childish kind of way. I mean, although it can be for some, I just feel like you don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a newbie in the game. You're coming into these newfound emotions and way of being and feeling. It's a little bit unfamiliar, and you're having to get acquainted with the new you. You know what I mean? And so, but it's like still going back to the bottom of the deck of the header. It's like be confident in that, even if it is something new. That's powerful because that's what it is. That's why that new start is coming. That's why that's in reverse, because it's like the new you, you know, the new beginning, because you have graduated in a sense from one cycle. When you level up, you got to kind of start all over again. And yeah, that can be a little bit scary. And that may be the resistance a little bit and why that card is in reverse, right? As far as the new start, the new moon. But it's like, have a little faith in me. Have faith in yourself. Just because you may be a freshman in the game, that still don't mean you can't play at a varsity level. You understand what I'm saying? Baby, you better do the damn thing, because you were put in that place or position for a reason. So obviously you have what it takes. Spirit has confidence and faith in you. Why wouldn't you have it in yourself? You know what I'm trying to say? So even if this is you bringing this offer or apology or whatever else to someone else, it's like stand in, like I just got through saying, stand in your power and truth, baby. Know that you know that you know that you know, without a shadow of a doubt. And then, like it says on that coaster right there, like life is beautiful. So what do you even have to be afraid of? If fear is what is holding you back, you know? Mm-hmm. Goes without saying, it could have something to do, or this may be talking about the heavy water sign aspects within you know what I'm saying, within your own chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This may have to do with your child or children if you have them, you know. I'm getting preteen, you know, definitely not past really young adult years. So you take that as you will, all right? All right, moving on to the bottom. Ooh, very much so may have to deal with a Capricorn. If this, you know, is your story, and this is talking about like, okay, yeah. So this, okay, I see this in so many ways. So this very well may be talking about the addictions and the codependencies and, you know, the low vibe energies and everything that you are needing to work through and let go of. That's why that new start, that new moon energy is in reverse. This is part of the healing that you have to complete in order to bring forth or move into the new. This can be anything from your mentality, your mind, you know what I'm saying, your mind state, because I told you, even coming off of that first quarter moon, that's why they're telling you to go back to that time to heal, that first quarter moon in Aqua, because I was saying that heavy, that somebody's mindset is changing. I do see that. Continue to work through that, baby, and that's very, very, very good for you. So it could be how you see even, or how you have thought about bringing forth your business into fruition, and maybe it's something about it that is still a little bit codependent or toxic that is not allowing this new beginning to come through. It very well may just be talking about this working hard, because this Capricorn, this devil energy is Saturnian energy, and it's that hard work and dedication and what have you done or not done, right? Because it could be talking about, even on the other end of the spectrum, procrastination, laziness a little bit, right? So where are you within that spectrum, and what is it that you really need to bring forth to the surface, to face, to heal, to mend? I don't even know why I'm hearing that, but in order for that newness, that new moon energy to be upright, and in order for this new beginning to be successful, I feel like too, this is that egotistical energy going back even to that, because I keep seeing the confidence is key, to your success, the bottom of the header they're bringing me back to, and they can kind of be one and the same energy if you haven't worked to balance that as far as ego, right? This can also be talking about like overworking yourself, not even having that balance. Again, is underscoring or kind of stemming off of that codependent or toxic type of energy of not having a work-life balance. So please be aware of that, okay? For my overachievers, it's like, calm that. You got to balance that out a little bit. Like, why do you feel the need to be that or do that? You know what I'm saying? What is it really that you are not facing because you are overworking? Does that make sense? There's a root to it. So please dig it up and get rid of it, especially if it's a weed. You know what I'm saying? Not that, and don't get it twisted, because I'm partial with in gardening. Well, I shouldn't say maybe partial, but I have a newfound respect for it, because weeds are not all bad, right? Especially dandelion is not bad. It's powerful detoxing and clearing. That may be what you want to work with, to be honest. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So, in me saying that's not by chance or coincidence at all. So, but again, either way it goes, too much of anything can be not so good. All right. So that's basically what I need you to understand. Also, is something about attachments and expectations. Try not to do that, because you limit the outcome, basically. Okay, or even the benefit of what you're trying to do, because you can have all good and pure intentions, but again, if you're addicted to what it is you're trying to seek, or the outcome of it, whatever, however you want to look at it, then that turns it into more of a toxic or even codependent type of energy. Okay, all right. Also, the number 14, or excuse me, 15, maybe even 14, 15, 14 is bringing me to that sage temperance energy. So very much so I'm needing some balance here, some healing here, some patience. Yes, have patience with yourself. But 15 and or I was getting ready to say 5 from that 14, as well as 6 may be important numbers to you. Okay. Oh, and they're saying 16 for this day. There's something about that 16. I told you that tower energy is coming through yet again. So there has to be some changes here. All right. All right. Let's move on. Wow. And there definitely needs to be some changes in order for this beautiful fruition to come into being. The number 37 may be important to you. 3, 7, 10, and or 1. Okay. It's time. It's the season. I always get that with this, and I can't even, y'all. This is my season for grace, for favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. Y'all already know, I don't care what my voice, what kind of state it's in, I'm still going to try to get it out. I'll be having to fight myself to do it though, But anyway, what is your cornucopia that you are envisioning? Because that's what I always get with this on her crown. It's a beautiful abundance there. And 55, as I just looked up on the timer, I always tell y'all too, you got to remove the mask. Like I said, you got to stand in your power and your authenticity, baby, in your truth. Because if you trying to seek something, just because you envisioning it really doesn't always really mean that's for you necessarily. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I mean, yes, it may be for you to do, but it may be for someone else to reap the rewards from it. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like a lot of the times we living in this life, y'all, and we doing what we doing, and it's not even just for us. So I think that's why that devil energy too is at the bottom of the tarot, is because it's like, don't get stuck in the self, like I said, the ego, the me. We are here to be and help and serve others, not just ourselves. But understanding that when we do that, it naturally serves us in return. That's just how karma works. Speaking of that Saturnian energy, you know what I'm saying? So the energy you put out is what you shall receive, quite literally. What goes up must come down, all right? So within, so without, and vice versa. So that's what I'm trying to get you to see. I also get this energy of release because it's almost like, speaking of that dandelion, that's really what I'm getting. You see, I don't know if y'all can really tell, but the flakes, the white kind of specks, I sometimes get feathers, and that's air energy for me. So very well maybe dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, does not have to be, but I'm getting them as the, you know how to, when you blow, you literally, quite literally make a wish. I don't know if y'all have ever been taught that, but you say your petitions, make a wish before you blow out off the ceilings, I guess is what it is, of the dandelion when it turns to the white, fluffy, like I said, ceilings, you know? Make the wish and then blow it out. And oh, that's what it is. Oh my God. Because when you do that, those are the seedlings. Those are what goes out into the ethers. And wherever they land and implant, that's what will come into being. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you for that, Spirit. And it is done with the 37 potentially being a 10 and a 1. It is done. Endings for your new to come in. But you got to be true and authentic in doing so, y'all. Pure at heart, light as a feather, right? The truth. That's my eye energy, weighing your heart with the feather, right? Okay. We moving to the bottom. Look. I can't make it up. I'm telling you. Oh my God, I told you that's the excess that needs to be released. The stuff that maybe you have been holding on to. Please look at all that energy coming up and through her. And it's powerful because it's like she's coming out of the brambles, if that's what you want to call it. She's coming out of them old dried up weeds, right? That aren't serving her anymore. She's utilized the energy out of that. And now she needs to release that so that the healing can come through and so that she can receive this new. Oh my God. It's time. 27 potentially being a 9. It is time. That's divine time. That's that sage energy for me. And it is nearing the end of this cycle, right? Wrapping it on up. The final step is this release, for sure. What is this? Waning Crescent 4. Let me see what that is. The previous Waning Crescent 4 is on the 24th of October in the sun. No, wait a minute. Is that right? No, that ain't right. Hold on. Oh, it's actually on the 21st of October in the sign of Virgo. Okay, that healing energy. But the following, after this day, the following waning crescent for this month of November will be on the 20th in the sign of Libra. Okay? All right, and that's just before the transition of the 21st. That's probably why I even got stuck. So yeah, some of y'all, you gonna need to do this release before you can even move forward. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, because even if you don't, look, you see how I told you she caught in like a bramble bush. If you don't do this releasing you may find yourself stuck like she is in that bush, you know, in that old shit, right? All them butterflies on there. It's time for, I heard, do you want a revolution? Ooh, ooh. I said, do you want a revolution? So it's time for the new to come through, baby. You got to go through that transformation. And that's crazy because, you know, we going through on this month, on the 20th, right on the day of the 21st when the moon transitions from Libra into Scorpio for the energy of transformation, right? It's something powerful there, but it will bring forth this stabilization in that 4, that waning crescent 4, the number 4, right? It brings forth the balance. And it is time, honey. It's time. It's also something about the 4th chakra, the heart chakra. Very much so needing to remove that baggage or burdens or whatever, you know, so that you can, if there's a new love you're interested in or just renewing love, because that Page of Cups can talk about that, right? Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, that's enough. Okay, we'll get into the readings, like I said, in a minute. Stay tuned. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot make this shit up. I can't. This is everything that I've already told you, that I just told you. 11 on the timer as I looked up. I just told you was something about that heart chakra and that first quarter moon in Libra about keep your heart open. And that's what she's doing in that release. She's trying to, 22 on the timer, she's trying to get rid of all of that baggage in that burden bag, lady. You can't hurry up, 'cause you got too much stuff. When he sees you coming, niggas take off running from you. It's true, oh yes they do. What he said? What she said, I should say. But what he said too. One day he gon' say you crowded my space. So pack like yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, I know sometimes it's hard and we can't let go. Oh, when someone hurts you, oh, so bad inside, you can't deny it, you can't stop crying. So let it flow, honey. Let it flow. That's how you heal your soul, quite literally. Let them tears go. Don't hold that back. Don't hold that in. Look at that. And then the next one, the last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind, honey. And I was telling you, even out of the fruition, out of the first quarter moon and aqua video, you can free your mind and the rest will follow. But like I said, clear out the clutter, declutter your life, detox everything, mind, body, and spirit, baby, so that this beautiful new can come through. And what I told you in that Leo, as well as the devil energy, really face your ego. The fears, that's false evidence appearing real from your ego. Okay, let it go, let it ride. And I love how, who is it? I think Les Brown, and how he says it. Ego is what he said, basically like exercising God out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be in that state, because why would you want to push God, the God essence in you, out? You know what I mean? It's the God in me. That's how you done got through all of this. That's how you done survived. It's something too here about the way that this moon in the first quarter moon in Libra and Gemini are mirroring one another, something like that. And even I always get with that Geminian energy, the energy of twinning. For me, that's the energy of reflection. Okay, and obviously y'all gonna need to take the time to do so, right? Sit with yourself and really do this. And that's powerful, because this full moon in Cancer, that's the energy of going back to that, even the first quarter moon in Leo. Listen, some of y'all need to check that out. The Libra card about the heart chakra, right? Cancer is a fourth house energy, which talks to me about home, and home is where the heart is, right? Quite literally. It's also a fourth house, like I said, energy, which the number 4 is that fourth chakra, heart chakra. Okay? Facing your fears and doing it anyway is the energy of your breakthrough is right around the corner when you do that. That new, like I said, that's what it is, y'all. And that's what you need to focus on. These manifestations right here, that's what you truly need to focus on, because going back to the header, that's why that new moon is reversed. Because until you do this, until you really sit with yourself and be in this energy of all that they're discussing right here, your new is not going to come through. I'm telling you, you're going to be stuck in that release, in that bramble, you know? You have to do that. I mean, you ain't got to do shit, but I'm just telling you, if you want to heal and get through this and welcome the new, yeah, you're going to have to. All right, moving on to the bottom. Look at that. I told you, check yourself. Sit with yourself. It's going back to that devil energy underneath the bottom of the deck of the tarot, baby. Yeah, for sure. Have an ego check. And, dang, yes, that's why you need to watch that Time to Kill. Listen. Time to kill, time to heal, because I referenced that movie in that too. But I also referenced one of the MOTDs, which part of that title is something about ego check. Man, I'm telling you, go check it out, okay? Because it all goes together. I mean, that's just it. This is plain and simple. It's something too about this Capricornic energy, because they're the mirror goat. They're half goat, half human, or whatever it is. And it's like they thrive on ascension, like basically climbing up the mountain. If ever there's an energy of stagnancy or moving linearly, you know what I'm saying, where you're really not changing directions, let's say, especially as far as going up, they don't like that. That's basically a low vibe energy for Capricorn, or the goat, right? So basically, like I said, even if it's slow and steady, that's why I said slow. Thank you, Spirit. That's why they say slow down. I just want to get to know you. Take the time to get to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? The new you, especially. That's to aim. Um, I was trying to say gain and earn together, gurn, but nah, to really learn the new you and gain that self confidence and build your self esteem and your courage and, you know what I'm saying, the resilience at the new level that you're at. Be gentle in that. That's where that Page of Cups is coming back through. You know what I'm saying? So what, you don't really know yourself emotionally. It's okay. It's because I'm even hearing real love is to learn yourself all over again and to have that unconditional love for yourself. To know that you're doing the best damn job that you possibly can where you're at. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to check ego, because ego probably telling you, oh, you should be doing better, or you should have this, or you should have that, or you should be here, and can make yourself compare yourself to other people's journeys and all that bullshit. That no, baby, no. The only thing, if you're going to compare it all, compare yourself to the old version and recognize and congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back for the strides that you have made. I don't care, albeit how slow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You still have made strides way past what your old self was at. You know what I'm trying to say? So be grateful and congratulate yourself in that. All right, let's move on. Oh my goodness, I can't. I can't with this. This past energy, South Node energy, keeps coming up. Please do not let the past fuck you up. and I've been saying this over the past few months, like, do not allow ego to get you fucked up. And that's what it's going to, because South Node can talk about that karmic energy of stuff that, and I don't want to just throw karmic out there lightly, y'all, because anything and everything can be karmic. It's meant to teach you a lesson, right? But I'm talking about the old shit that you know, in the Caprionic energy is coming up, the devilish energy is coming up, that you know is no longer serving you, and that you know is basically holding you back and getting in your way and being that anchor and keeping you from the new. All right? That has to let go. You need to shoot that dagger, shoot the bullseye, basically. Shoot it in the eye is what I'm getting. You know, kill that what's the things called? The centaur? Is that what it's called? What's them one-eye gargoyles or gargamons or whatever whatever. Them ain't them, because I'm seeing Zelda, the Legend of Zelda. Shoot it dead in the eye. That's how you kill it. You know what I mean? Whatever that is, the old shit, whatever that is, that's how you deaden it and get rid of it. Because it is something about this cycle, and a karmic one at that, needing to be wrapped up so that you can move on past it and ascend. Because you are trying to master something with this 33 energy, or you're needing to. And I feel like it's speaking of mastering thyself, mastering them old habits, getting past that, stepping beyond, you know what I'm saying, the level of ego. It's heavily screaming the third chakra. You may start seeing the number 333 heavily. You know, they're screaming out of these two. So your South Node may quite literally be in Leo or Virgo or any of the other signs that I've already mentioned, especially Aquarius, Scorpio, right? Any of them though. But moving on into the 37 and the Descendant, the Invitation. Every time this card comes out, I always get that Spirit is inviting you to, this is talking about the Descendant in your chart. So you may want to check that, whatever, again, it could be any of the signs that we've already mentioned. But I generally get with this invitation that Spirit is inviting you, or, oh, that's where that Page of Cups is coming through. That's the offer. That's the invitation to come into this next level, to come into the new. But you got to choose. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have your free will. It's up to you. And that's crazy how these are. That's powerful. Thank you for this, Spirit. Thank you for this message. So do you see how, like, in the South Node, you see in the bottom right corner of the card how it's almost like that's why I'm getting that arrow, the dagger, like shooting it through the bullseye, because the target is going up towards, it's that circle, the cycle, the moon cycles. If you can see, that's the target, that's the bullseye, right? And the arrow or angle from the South Node is shooting right through the center of the target or the bullseye, and right up to the number 33. 323 when I looked up. And so it's like, if you look in the descendant, the invitation, the arrow and the target is now moving future forward. So in the South Node, you can see it's aimed towards the past, which is towards the number 33, which is in the past, if you will, right? In the 37, in the way that it's set up and shooting forward, it's aimed towards the future, towards the new. And that's where you're needing to focus and head towards and go towards. Baby. And it's interesting because the way even the descendant is set up, it's almost as if it's clouded. It's murky in the past. You see that? There's no light. There's no light. I'm laughing because I just heard comment. There is a light that shines special for you and me. And the light is pointing future forward, and it's even bringing me solar plexus chakra, going back even to that confidence is key in the bottom of the deck for the header. That's what you're going to need to move forward, basically. That's what I'm getting out of that. All right, let's move on to the bottom. And mind you, before we move to the bottom, the 37 is again that 10, and that's going back to the where do we go? The I can't even get it out. Ooh, I'm so excited. That's going back to the fruition, y'all. And I told y'all, in order for you to move to the new and allow the new to become into fruition, you got to remove that mask and get out of that cloudiness and all that bullshit that has been blocking you from the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, remove that mask, step into your power and truth, your authenticity, basically, and learn or relearn the new you and gain your self-esteem and confidence, to build your confidence and courage and all of that jazz, which again, going back to the third chakra. Yeah, so moving on to the bottom here. Boy, man, I can't make this up. Oh my God. Obviously, y'all, Cancer is that fourth house energy. It's going back to the finisher, excuse me. The what is this called? The manifestation. Okay? Like I told you, in that full moon in Cancer, that's all that fourth house energy, fourth chakra as well. So please face your fears and do it anyway. Immerse yourself in this beautiful, healing, loving energy that Cancer has to offer you. Immerse yourself within your own heart and the depths of your soul. Love yourself. Bring yourself your own page of cups. You know what I'm saying? Offer that up to thyself. Fill your own cup before you can even do it for anybody else. The overflow, the excess, the abundance is what feeds others. But you got to give it to yourself first. Self-love is the best love, y'all. You got to give it to yourself first. You got to. You can't help anybody else with an empty cup. It's not possible. It's not. You then lend yourself to resentfulness, anger, bitterness, jealousy, envy, all that low vibe, all that toxicity and codependent energy that's within the ego and that potential Caprionic energy if you are not balanced. Caprionic energy is not, the devil energy is not bad, not all bad, y'all. It depends on your perspective. And I feel like that may be what needs to change, okay? That may be what you need to heal. This is a beautiful card. It's going deep. I feel like many of you are really going back to that reality check. You are really going to have to sit with yourself and dive deep into your emotions. Maybe see how you have been emotionally immature. And that may have been what has been blocking you or causing the stagnancy and for you not to move forward. That may be the lesson that you need to master. I also see it as some of you may have been blocked or like keeping yourself hidden in your shell, right? Let it out, baby. What they be saying, flip it, reveal the underbelly, the softness within you. Yeah. Show that ooey gooey inside. It's okay. That's your power though, And if you are emotional, if you've ever been, for whoever this is for, because this is coming through heavy right now. If you've ever been told or made to feel like you are just emotional and whatever, like some people may have even wrapped it up in so much of a bow as to say you're bitchy or you're moody and blah blah blah, because that can be the quote lower vibe energy or connotation that Cancers get, right? Nah, baby. That's just, it's okay. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to fear necessarily. Like, show that. Somebody will honor and respect that. Just learn to balance it. You know what I mean? Like, you feel what you feel, how you feel. Don't be ashamed of that. There's a reason you're feeling that. Dig deeper is basically what I'm getting to, and understand or understand why it is you feel that way. What triggers you to feel that way? And that's what needs to be addressed and healed, okay? And it's not to say anything is wrong with that feeling. That's your intuition. That's your soul trying to show you, trying to teach you, trying to help you grow and mature, okay? To that next level. So, yeah, that's that. All right, y'all. Let's move on. All right, y'all. So let's get into these readings, beginning with the headers and the first card to come up even in the guidebook. And it's a new start is coming, the new moon, pages 24 and 25. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. Excuse me, and they had me burp and tripped me up to stop me, because keep in mind, obviously, this is kind of the opposite of everything I'm reading because the card is in reverse. However, it still has this energy here that I'm saying, like, yes, this opportunity is here, but you got to keep in mind, like I told y'all, it's delayed or paused until you handle whatever it is as we get further into the readings that you need to handle through the advice from the other cards. Okay, I pray that makes sense. 110, 111 may be an important number for you. So this new is trying to come through, y'all, for sure. But you have to keep in mind of what it is that you need to do first before you will see this. So anyway, look at what it say right now. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. Like I said, clear your aura, baby. Clear your energy, clear your closet, all that, let release. They don't come out for nothing. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. When you're tuning to the moon, I like to look at these as affirmations. You use and look at them however you feel. I'll see it when I believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. Additional meanings. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. That's the key right there. That's the key for this to come in, for sure. The teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible, and a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle, an intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds, okay? I got tripped up because I was thinking about this powerful, because listen, we are currently at the time of filming, we are still in the new moon energy in the sign of Scorpio, and I told you that's a powerful solar eclipse, right? So, and I even said, please go back and check that video out because I don't want to go all deep into that. But I definitely said that there's something that will be revealed that needs to be released, that maybe you have been holding on or fighting back or like trying to hide in the shadows, right? Something about it, okay? All right, moving on to the bottom. Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo, pages 50 and 51. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says, quote, it's coming, end quote. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer, like I said in that Page of Cups. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for you. No, excuse me. Hold on, let me yes, that's what it kind of says, but listen. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Okay? But once again, going back to that Page of Cups. So when you're tuning to the moon, it says, make time to have fun. Make time to have fun. Additional meanings. It's time for you to show the world that, no, it's time for you to show the world what you got. I was getting ready to say show the world the real you, which is coming through heavily with that fruition card. All right. Shine your light. Shine, shine, shine on all of them. My Yumi says to shine your light. So shine on all of them. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. You've turned someone's head. The teaching. Leo is a sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Stand in your power and truth. I added that at the end, obviously. Stand in your power and truth. But that's basically what it's saying. Like I've been saying. Bring forth that self-confidence, that courage, that resilience, that confidence, you know? All right, let's move on. All right, y'all, moving into the finishers, beginning with 37 and Harvest Moon, Fruition, pages 90 and 91. As the seasons turn, there is always a time when all the potential of the spring beginnings is manifest. The crops grow tall and are ready to harvest, and they have done this from a fallow field into which we have planted seeds. Like I said, them dandelion seeds you made your week. Look, I can't even get it out. The dandelion seeds you made your wish on, they've planted. They're growing. You may be grooming or have to groom something. I don't know. The trees have flowered and now there is fruit to pick. It is time for the harvest. So springtime, y'all, okay? The affirmation. I welcome the joyous fruition of all the intentions I set. I welcome the joyous fruition of all the intentions I set. When we are able to bring something to fruition, whether it be planting, a project, or a change in ourselves, it is the perfect time to celebrate all that we are grateful for and to mark our achievement. We have worked very hard to bring this new situation into reality. We may have been patient in the way that, that temperance energy. I told y'all patience, right? That's why that was coming through with that Caprionic energy when I was saying 14. Yeah. So we may have been patient in the way we have worked overtime and sacrificed much to make it happen. The Harvest Moon is a time to be happy about our success and to share it with others. Our ancestors would dance and sing and have community festivals of thanks, all to celebrate the fruition of all that hard work and to thank the gods for their assistance. These times of high energy are also times to really focus on your body, as they can be quite taxing on our systems. If we don't take care, it is often the time we can get ill. I receive it. This moon normally falls on the moon closest to the autumn equinox. Okay, in the northern hemisphere. So fall, y'all. Okay, right. So the moon itself, the harvest moon, that's why I said, because I generally always get fall season out of this card. Yes, is during the fall equinox, okay? In the northern hemisphere, if you are in the northern hemisphere. Obviously, it's going to be opposite. So it still may be spring for those of you in the southern hemisphere. But, and then you may even see, so it's both, I will say, spring and fall, as it states, honestly, in here. So, yeah. Okay. It may be both for you. You know what I'm saying? Quite literally. So anyway, the companion stone or metal is garnet and it's beautiful. We'll get into it in the crystal energy healing portion, so please stay tuned. But this is beautiful. This is this is great for detoxing as well. And I generally get even heart chakra healing and grounding out of it. So you'll see though more as we get to that part. All right. Moving on to the bottom, 27, Waning Crescent 4, and Release, pages 70 and 71. Let it go. It is time to release anything that does not serve you. Old negative habits do not engage you anymore, as the payoff is not enough. You are ready to make room for bigger, brighter, more aligned things. The affirmation. I freely release what I no longer need. I freely release what I no longer need. There is a payoff if we decide to finally release something we no longer need. The payoff is as individual as you are, but there will be a universal feeling of making space for something new. The secret to effectively releasing what no longer serves you is, in fact, knowing that the payoff will indeed be worth it, which makes it super important to know what that positive payoff may be. For example, giving up a habit such as smoking, which we know is detrimental to your body in that it is cancer causing, among many other nasty things, has payoffs. What the most important payoff is for you may be different for someone else who is giving up the habit, but it needs to be clear to your mind, body, and spirit. Whew, I cannot make it up. Good God. You might give up so that your body feels healthier generally, or that your children and those around you aren't exposed to the smoking chemicals, that you live longer, or that all the money you are wasting on cigarettes could be used for something that is more in line with what you really want, such as travel or a home, all of which are real payoffs for which it is worth releasing the habit. In magic, in particular in spellcraft, the art of release after raising power is vital to its effectiveness. Should we raise power without sending it out to the universe or deities in a focused way, it remains stagnant or stuck. This can cause us to feel overwhelmed, like I said, y'all. If you don't release it and honor that, even how you feel, it will lend you towards those, and make sure you filling up your cup, but you got to release first in order to refill, right? Renew, right? And then once you are full and overflowing, you can allow the excess to feed the masses. Because if not, if you try to do it any other way, it says this can cause us to feel overwhelmed. That leads to that resentment, that anger, that jealousy, that bitterness, blah, 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 So the companion stone or metal is smoky quartz. And once again, stay tuned for the crystal energy healing portion, because we're going to get into it. All right, moving on. All right, y'all, moving into the manifestation oracle, and beginning with the first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open, pages 66 and 67. Are you too attached to someone, or perhaps to your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble, like I was telling y'all. Work with others as you move towards your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest that it's time to negotiate something, and the way to manifest your goals now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. Manifesting mix. There's a need to be adored here, which is fine. In parentheses, they say we all have that trait to an extent, in parentheses. But if it tips you into self-doubt, it's gone too far. Manifesting mindset. It's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways. Keep your heart and mind open. Believe in your gorgeousness. Have faith in yourself. To tune into your manifesting powers, it says, the heart chakra, Anahata, is located in the center of your chest and is the gateway between the upper and more spiritual chakras. It's a gateway between the upper, more spiritual chakras and the lower, more earthly chakras. Visualize yourself with family, friends, and loved ones in a swirling, flowing column of beautiful and healing emerald green light, going back even to that garnet a little bit. Hold this card to your heart and call in the energies with these words. And again, y'all, I should have told y'all, prefaced it by saying, you do not have to have this deck nor the card to do this, okay? Just invent 202 as I looked up. Just envision the card and its energy therein at wherever chakra they're telling you. And this goes for this part and as we get into the crystal energy healing portion as well. But yeah, just envision the energy therein wherever they're telling you, and so mote it be, okay? So here we go, and I quote, energies of the first quarter moon in Libra, thank you for showing me how to work with others and how to give and receive. Energies of the first quarter moon in Libra, thank you for showing me how to work with others and how to give and receive. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Libra on a Friday or Venus's day or during Venus's hour. And I'm not about to read about how to figure out the planet's hours. There is a link in the description box if you are interested that says something about planetary hours, okay? The first quarter moon in Libra takes place when the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in Libra. It knows that someone giving in can sometimes make everything better. It's something powerful about this, y'all, because we kept getting that heavy Cancerian energy as well, which we're going to get into. So please pay attention to that, all right? Now let's move on to last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Pages 110, look at this, and 111. And didn't I tell y'all at one point 110 and 111 is important for you? Fretting is a sweet sounding word for feeling anxious. Drawing this card suggests that you or someone close to you is fretting. As you already know, this won't help you to move closer to your goals, as it means you're directing thoughts and energy into what you don't want rather than what you do want. Deliberately manifesting a goal comes from a happy place where you feel good, so focus on making a list of your concerns and then talk them through to clear your mind. This is far more likely to bring good results. Manifesting mix. While racing thoughts can be problematic, getting stuck in repetitive thought patterns isn't any good either. Find a balance here. Manifesting mindset. Getting into a negative rut messes badly with your manifesting ability. Turn that frown upside down. Manifesting magic. These crystals work especially well for the sign of Gemini. Blue calcite, clear quartz, blue lace agate, look at here, garnet, amethyst, or hematite. Choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a radiant yellow light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. And then your manifestation affirmation says, loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. And shit, that may be what yes, that's that unconditional love if it were flaws. Because I swear that's what I saw. But it says, loving others flows naturally when I love and accept myself. And that is true, because that's the energy I was telling you. So within, so without. What you do for others, it in turn, you do it for yourself. Okay? When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Gemini on a Wednesday or Mercury's day, or during Mercury's hour. The last quarter moon in Gemini takes place when the sun is in Virgo and the moon is in Gemini. It knows that worry never solved anything. Don't you worry about a thing. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Pages 86 and 87. Fear and neediness may now be at play. Fear is debilitating, while neediness isn't usually very attractive. Acting out of fear is a risky response, so if you dwell on your insecurities, what you'll manifest is an extension of those insecurities. The reason why we should face our fears is that in doing so, they often simply dissolve. If we don't face them, they can influence us to act in ways we otherwise wouldn't, which means we can end up manifesting the very thing we were hoping to avoid. To see off the fears that's in you, face it right now, like I was saying in that release, okay? Face the fears and do it anyway. And I think I said it somewhere else as well. Maybe the past, whatever. Maybe this one, shoot. It says, manifesting balance. Find a balance between Cancer's oversensitivity and Capricorn's coolness. That's powerful and perfect as we get ready to get into the bottom of the deck with the Capricornic energy. Find a balance between Cancer's oversensitivity and Capricorn's coolness. Manifesting mindset. Facing your fears and working out where they came from will point you in the right direction and get you into the right mindset. I can't make this up, y'all. A manifesting ritual for contentment. It says, add patchouli essential oil to your diffuser or bath. Find a comfortable position and relax with your eyes closed. Call in Selene, goddess of the moon, to guide you. Imagine Selena's energy as a silver being bathing your entire body and ask her to guide you as you live in tune with the moon. In your manifestation affirmation, it says, I completely love and accept myself as I am. I completely love and accept myself as I am. My cousin's song comes to mind. As I am, as I continue to go through this pain, as I try to find a better way to maintain, as I, what is it? What did he say? Dang, why am I getting a brain fart? This pain as I try to find a better way to maintain, as I don't even know what the line, but anyway, he says, I'm gonna stay as I am. I continue to walk through this street. I don't know. I need to go listen to that, y'all. But stay as you are, okay? When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Cancer on a Monday, the moon's day, or during the moon's hour. The full moon in Cancer takes place when the sun is in Capricorn and the moon is in Cancer. All right? Moving on to this beautiful full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check, pages 98 and 99. This card has two sides to it, literally and metaphorically. If you've been worrying about something, the good news is that you shouldn't waste another moment worrying, as this won't help. Some things only happen once, and that can be really good news. If you're wondering about how something you're keen on is going to turn out, this card could be a sign that you've hit a roadblock. If you want to change that, you're going to need to put in an extra effort with your manifesting work. Manifesting balance. Find a balance between facing your reality and be kind to yourself and others. Manifesting mindset. If you're not happy with the message of this card, use the old trick of finding the best thoughts you can about your situation and go from there. A manifesting ritual for weathering tough times. It says, add laurel essential oil to your diffuser. Sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Call in Parvati, the goddess of divine strength and power, and her son, Ganesh, the Hindu elephant god who protects us. You need strength to get through this time, so ask Parvati and Ganesh to guide you to the best possible outcome. Yes, yes, and yes. So your manifestation affirmation. Everything is always working out in my favor. Everything is always working out in my favor. When to manifest your magic. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Capricorn on a Saturday or Saturn's day, or during Saturn's hour. The full moon in Capricorn takes place when the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in Capricorn. All right, baby. Moving on. All right, moving on to the Starcodes Astro, y'all. Ooh, and we are beginning with the lunar node, which is the south node in number 33 and past 82 and 83. The South Node describes what you bring along from past lives, your skills, proclivities, addictions, weaknesses, unfinished business, and a physical place within your body where you may hold tension or ancient karmic stories. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. When the moon, sun, and earth exactly line up here, the shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. Where the moon descended toward the south is the dragon's tail. Action. This situation has its roots in some past karmic pattern, the origins of which are not clear. You either need to apply skills that you were born with or look again at old problems and work to heal them. The situation feels hauntingly familiar, but without a story to go with it, echoing traces from another time or life. An old love or familiar enemy may return, or the patterns involved could remind you of an earlier difficult chapter. If someone triggers your South Node, you may feel like you owe them or they owe you. And while that may be true, this accounting won't help now. Cleanly deal with what is on the table and stay in the present moment. Learn new ways to respond, new skills that help when old trauma is triggered or old cravings sing their siren song. Break that spell. Use breathing techniques, investigate dialectical behavior therapy, or do something unexpected just to break those patterns and give you more options here and now. Luther coming through. Stay focused on a healthy future of your own making. The challenge. Under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relive what you've always lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits on relationships all operate around your South Node, or relationships is what it said. So PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around your South Node. The gift. Use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Take them as teaching moments and learn. Then your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future, like I was telling y'all. Moving on to number 37, Descendant in Invitation, pages 90 and 91. While the Ascendant describes how you enter the world, the Descendant is the place where you invite equal others to come into your world. It describes how you see these peers, what you project upon them, and what you were trained to respect in them. The Descendant is where the sun will be at sunset. Action. Look at how you invite others to dance with you, to relate. Be welcoming while also keeping healthy boundaries in place. Once you feel comfortable about your ground rules for the people you bring into your life, it is easier to open your heart. If you notice that you keep people at a distance or avoid meeting new people, investigate this habit. Though it might have been important to protect you at one time in your life, consider how is it working for you now, and what would help you feel safe enough to open this door. Also notice in what areas of your life you ask other people to do work for you. The Descendant can point to what you might try to import from other people. While this practice can refer to an important skill in a work situation, it has its dangers in a personal relationship. If you feel disempowered, you might be drawn to powerful people. If you're an extrovert who inwardly craves emotional and spiritual intimacy, you might draw in someone who helps you cozy up at home. It's wonderful when others can help you develop latent characteristics within yourself, but if you ask them to do this work for you and they leave, there goes your resource. If you see them as only an extension of yourself, you can't really see them. When you develop your own resources, you can see these others as whole beings with their own needs and gifts. The challenge. You give your power away when instead of working together, you ask others to be what is missing in yourself. Don't do that. Stand in your power and truth, y'all. The gift. Tend the inlet to your heart. Invite in relationships that are clear, healing, nurturing, self-responsible, and encouraging of mutual evolution. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, moving on to the bottom. Number 4, Cancer and Immerse, pages 24 and 25. Didn't we have those pages before? I can't even remember with what. But anyways. Oh, the new moon, beginning with the headers. That's interesting. So here we go. Cancer is symbolized by a crab who asks us to dive deep into the sea of emotion and come back home again. The crab always carries its protective shell, however. This moon-ruled cardinal water sign signifies nutrition in and out of the body and is connected to the breasts and stomach, and also the other areas that I already told you from the intro or background information, channel messages, right? Womb, ovaries, right? The sun shines here June 21st through July 22nd. Action. Be the emotional leader and connect with the parent archetype. If you're in need of parenting yourself, reach out to the Divine Mother and Father, to the earth beneath the sky above, and feel held. Didn't I say wrap yourself in that loving energy? Please do. Once you feel fed by spirit, it becomes easier to accept the ordinary human limitations of the people around you. If you're called to parent others in this situation, whether in love or work, do so with a balanced approach of honest feedback and support and self-care. Nurture without enabling. Model what you want others to do. Nourish the connections with your chosen family and tribe. Nourish bodies, gardens, communities, and your temple's hearth. Cancer calls us to deepen our relationship to home, but not to get stuck in this protective shell. Told y'all, if you need more out of life, you'll have to leave the safety to find what you need. Find a home base or a safe place within your soul, and from that safety be ready to brave the exploration and risk caring with all your heart. The challenge. Crabs are hard on the outside, but soft and squishy on the inside. Let all that gooiness out, y'all. Remember that the very defenses you think will keep you safe may actually keep important people out. Soften your shell. You have a backbone and are not protected solely by an exoskeleton, okay? The gift. Be aware of the psychic pool in which you float. If you feel tossed by the waves or battered by the anxiety of those around you, dive down deeper and find the calm below. I want to go deep. Telling you. Float in the ocean of collective consciousness and feel cradled, nurtured by the Divine Mother, fed and cuddled. I love that. All right, y'all, moving on. All right, my beautiful people. 949 may be an important number for you. Welcome to the crystal energy healing portion of this reading, y'all. And first and foremost, I guess I want to start with reading the energies from the guidebook, or excuse me, from the text. All right, so we'll just go and how they came out in the book, beginning with Garnet, pages 36 and 37. Found as a dodecahedral and trapezoidal crystal in combinations, masses, and layered, quote, plates, end quote. Colors include red, pink uteolite, pink or red rhodolite, green grossularite, emerald green uvarovite, black melanite, orange spessartine, and red or purple almandine, greenish yellow androdite, and yellow and brown hessonite. For details, it says refer to the specific crystals. And I'm not going to go into all of those, but uteolite, rhodolite, glossurite, all the vites, ites, tines, and ites, and all that, lights, whatever, those are all bolded. And if you are interested, hit me up and I will send you what I have on those if you want, okay? Astrologically associated with Leo, Virgo, look at that, Capricorn, and Aquarius, look at that, oh my God. Great for the heart chakra. Healing qualities include, look at this, it brings courage, creative energy, vitality, abundance, flow, change, and awareness. Physically, it helps anemia, arthritis, blood cleansing or detox, blood flow, low blood pressure, rheumatism, underactive thyroid, and deficiencies of iodine, calcium, magnesium, and vitamins A, D, and E. It enhances the health of the bones, spine, heart, and lungs. It balances sex drive. Emotionally or spiritually, it brings emotional balance. It helps depression, chaos, disruption, and emotional trauma. And it's good for magic and spiritual devotion. Love it. I love it. I love it. Moving on to Smoky Quartz, page 102. It's brown or black variety of quartz colored by natural radiation from the earth. This process can be duplicated in laboratories quite effectively. A lot of smoky quartz is man-made, all right? Astrologically associated with Sagittarius and Capricorn, it's great for the base chakra. Healing qualities include it's good for vitality, intuition, survival instincts, male energies, and mental activity. It offers protection by dissipating negativity. In parentheses, I say it's useful during ceremonies. It's helpful if you habitually spend too much money. It helps you to move forward in life. So go to that new, baby. Physically, it's good for the physical expression and sexual energy. It's good for the legs, knees, ankles, hands, and feet, and it helps stammering. Emotionally and spiritually, it's good for grounding, relaxation, sedation, meditation, and dream interpretation. Channels energy through the hands, and that's Geminian energy, right? For example, in Reiki or spiritual healing. It helps with negativity, anger, depression, despair, and grief. And it speeds up the laws of karma. Oh my God, that's like everything I've been channeling and telling you for both of these, y'all, okay? All right, let's move on. All right, you guys, so in moving into the decks, this is what I was able to find from the Crystal Mandala deck. And I mean, Lord have mercy on me. How that song go? I don't know, but now I'm hearing I was blind and now I see. Dang, I don't want to spend it. Whose song is that? I don't even know. I can't think right now because I'm under a time crunch, basically. So anyway, that may be what y'all feeling like. I don't know. It's powerful because the energy of the 18, that is the moon energy in the tarot, right? So something may need to be revealed, y'all, and step from out of that illusion, right? Remove that mask, see the truth, remove the veil. Rely on your intuition to lead and guide you on how it is you need, how you need to move, where you need to go, when, why, all that jazz. It's something powerful about it. This is having grace and mercy for thyself as well, and of course for others, but especially thyself as you go through these changes, y'all. Something is being renewed, revealed, coming from the shadows and from being hidden. I feel like you will see something differently. prayerfully. 2, 4, 6 may be an important number for you. 4, as you see those 444s down there, even the number 12 and or 3. Okay, something about the stability in your heart chakra, balancing and clearing that. Yeah. All right, let's go on and get into this. That's really what I'm getting. Obviously, you may want to call on Angel Uziel, or that may be part of your spirit squad who is really helping you at this time. Why can't I talk? Let's go on and get through this. Bear with me, y'all, because these can be a little lengthy, but pages 93 through 96, okay? 18, Angel Uziel and Smoky Quartz, Heavenly Mercy. We bring you the gift of heavenly mercy. As you grow spiritually, your energy field becomes more substantial. Your thoughts and actions carry more karmic weight in the world. As your power increases, your ability to do good increases too. Your positive words can have a potent effect on others. So too can the very human moments where you may be having an quote off day, end quote, and unintentionally respond to another in a way that is not unconditionally loving. We do not want you to be afraid of becoming powerful. We know that most often you are going to make a positive contribution with your power. We also know that sometimes you will wish you could, quote, undo, end quote, a choice you have made and its effect. To help you, we offer our karmic protection, where the destructive impact of your actions is softened and the positive effect of your actions is enhanced. As you grow in power and impact, our gift of heavenly mercy will surround you. I love that. Aligning your actions with divine will and blessing you, and all affected by you with divine compassion. As you grow spiritually, your energy field increases. There's a spiritual weight that is generated in the soul, and it translates into your thoughts, words, and actions, carrying greater power, influence, and impact in the world. Your thoughts can become more powerful in effect than the actions that some may take. Your feelings can become powerful enough to transform the energy of a room or even a group of people. Some advanced souls affect entire cities as they travel, their light triggering, clearing, and uplifting the entire frequency of that place. I love that. Where your impact might have been limited, though just as important, to having an effect on one person when you speak, the power of your increasing spiritual impact can cause the energy of your words to be broadcast far and wide throughout the inner planes. Those who are sensitive enough will be consciously able to see and feel you as they meditate or sleep. You will be working for the light even when you think you are not. Oh my God. You're expanding. They're expanding your power and energy if you allow. Don't be afraid of it. That's power. Oh my God. There is power in the name of Jesus. As you continue to embody more spiritual light, your energy field expands to accommodate it. Your ability to have an effect simply through your presence becomes increasingly tangible and far-reaching. This will only continue as you grow. You become increasingly like the sun, just shining whether others can always see or hear you consciously or not. You are there, giving light, radiant with higher consciousness and supporting life. The sun is a life-giving force with both consciousness and power. Without it, there is no life. Yet without protection against it, it will be too powerful for life on earth to thrive. The effect of its consciousness will be overwhelming, destructive. Earth has a massive energy field that helps filter the powerful light of the sun, so there is moderation of its power, adjusting it so it can support life. There is no ill intention in the sun. It is what it is, yet the strength of it needs softening to be used to life on earth. They're buffering you a little bit too on the way, because you're expanding, like your light is expanding, and that may be too powerful for some to handle. That's okay. That may be the ones that need to be released for a time, not forever and always necessarily, but for a time until they're ready and to receive your light, your gift, your abundance, your beauty, your healing energy, right? Don't take offense to it. It's just the way that it is. So, the divine quality that allows this to happen is heavenly mercy. It is the intelligent function of the divine that blunts and absorbs impact through various mechanisms of grace, so that divine power supports life. As you grow in power, the divine notices and offers you a gift of heavenly mercy. Mercy allows for the edges of your energy, your thoughts, your words to be softened. Like I said, they're buffering you. As your energy grows in power, what seems to be a gentle word to you may seem much more aggressive or intimidating to another person who is not used to the same level of power. You will be supported by mercy as you learn how to manage the intensity of your energy so you do not unintentionally repel others when you want to attract them to the light. What would you do if you stepped into the burning sun or an exceptionally hot day and the power of it felt too much to bear? You would retreat into the darkness. It is a natural instinct. Is the sun loving you any less that day? Is its consciousness any less based in love? Of course not. You see, even higher consciousness, with its mighty power, can shine brighter than may be of benefit for another. This doesn't mean you have to stop your growth, restrain your light, or become afraid of the impact you're going to increasingly have in the world. It simply means that as you grow, you need to be aware that not everyone will be growing to tolerate higher frequencies at the intensity comfortable for you. The field of divine mercy will help you gain and wisely use all the benefit of your increasing power for the greatest good, whilst ensuring that your efforts assist and attract others to the light. There is a light that shines special for you and me. So let me read that again. The field of divine mercy will help you gain and wisely use all the benefit of your increasing power for the greatest good, whilst ensuring that your efforts assist and attract others to the light rather than overwhelm them. Finally, this oracle brings you a message. If you have been struggling with an issue that feels too much for you, use the following healing process to pray for heavenly mercy. Mercy will bring you respite when the light of your spirit has grown too bright for your body, emotions, and mind to be able to process. In nature, there is night and day. The earthly part of your nature, your sacred animal body, needs a break from the light to absorb its life-giving properties and to integrate and heal itself. Mercy will give your body the spiritual shade it needs to recover from exposure to light, which has become overwhelming. In that shade, it can rest, recover, and prepare to meet the light again, adapting a gentler and more effective pace. That too, shoot. Heavenly mercy will help you recover and repair yourself from your struggle, whilst protecting you from too much too soon. Then you will find in due course that what may have once seemed too much to handle naturally becomes easier to successfully resolve. They were bringing me back to that temperance energy too, in the patience and peace and balance and harmony therein, okay? As an additional note, this card also carries the energy of Archangel Uriel. If you feel connected to that angelic being or need confirmation that this angel is with you or want to connect more deeply with that angelic guide, this card and healing process will help you do so. And once again, y'all do not have to have this deck nor card to benefit from this energy healing, okay? Just envision it wherever they're telling you, and so might it be. So, to integrate this guidance, you may like to say this invocation now. I call upon the crystal angel of smoky quartz and angel Uziel who love me unconditionally. I also invoke the divine presence of Archangel Uriel. Thank you for the divine healing gift of heavenly mercy. May divine grace protect and cherish all beings so the flow of spiritual light into creation is a constructive, loving, and soul-enhancing experience. May all beings be attracted to love and receive its healing grace through the intelligent compassion of divine mercy. May divine power flow through me, tempered, look at that, by heavenly mercy, that I may do all I can to serve the plan of love unfolding now. Through divine compassion and my own free will, so be it. If you wish to further integrate this guidance, hold the oracle card with the mandala image facing inwards and resting at your heart chakra, which is at the center of your chest. Rest and breathe in and out several times. Then say aloud, I ask for karmic absolution and heavenly mercy now through all levels of my entire being. I ask for forgiveness and I forgive myself for any lack of skill as I am learning to express power with effectiveness, awareness, and compassion. Y'all, that's going back to that Page of Cups. Oh, my, I feel that. I am so grateful for the power with which I am blessed and so open to be shown by unconditional love the best ways in which it can be used to serve the divine plan unfolding. That's what I told you about what we're here to do. We're here to be servants of the divine, okay? The divine teaches me with compassion how safe it is for me to be powerful through divine grace and unconditional love. So be it. Hold the oracle card flat between your palms so you can place your hands in prayer position with the oracle card between them. Bow your head and say, May divine love bring the soothing protection of heavenly mercy to all beings, according to divine compassion. So be it. I love that. It feels amazing, y'all. It's, it's very much so liberating, freeing, healing. My heart is at peace. I can't even really describe what I'm feeling, but it's just a bliss, a tingling sensation that's flowing throughout my body, but it's very much so high. An amazing vibe. I love it. I'm grateful. Thank you. Whew. So you can finish your healing process with this affirmation said aloud 3 times. Heavenly mercy and divine power emanate throughout my entire being as a perfect, compassionate expression of unconditional love. That's what I'm feeling. It's amazing. Heavenly mercy and divine power emanate throughout my entire being as a perfect, compassionate expression of unconditional love. One more time for the divine. Heavenly mercy and divine power emanate throughout my entire being as a perfect, compassionate expression of unconditional love. That's a beautiful tingling sensation. And I see 333. I told y'all may start seeing threes. Powerful, powerful. Let's move on. All right, y'all. So wrapping this energy healing portion up and finishing with the combination deck. I wasn't able to find smoky quartz per se, but this is the closest I feel and exactly what it is, to be honest. So, celestial quartz, and it reads, "Are you ready to release?" Look at that, perfect. Going back to the release underneath the finisher. Are you ready to release blocks for yourself in Mother Earth? Do you realize that your own healing helps heal many people on a planetary level? Whew. Allow the celestial messengers to guide you to be a true Earth steward and caregiver of the planet. You are a messenger of light and well-being. Baby, receive it, receive it, receive it. All right, so you may want to utilize Archangel Saldaphone as well in these affirmations if you so choose. I allow angels to work through me to provide healing for myself, others, and the planet. I am a conduit for the divine. The planetary grids of light are activated with every sacred step I take. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Yeah. Take spirit with you. And then angels light my path. Look at that. So they lead the way. Show me the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moving on. These here are a little bonus, if you will. Like I said, I wasn't able to find smoky quartz in and of itself, but I feel that celestial quartz is it. But these are an added bonus in case you want to use it, okay? Isis quartz and record keeper quartz. And beginning with Isis quartz. Are you trying to make changes in your life? Are you willing to change the way you look at things? Open your mind, going to that last quarter in Gemini, right? Open your mind to the unlimited and be unlimited, shit. To the unlimited possibilities of both the seen and the unseen. Use your intuitive skills to expand your potential. Hold on, girl. Use your intuitive skills to expand your potential realities. You are a visionary. And then record keeper quartz. Are you the keeper of records? Are you aware of your greater purpose? You have a deep knowing of all that has been and all that has the potential to be. You have come to this moment to align your body, mind, and spirit to promote visionary awareness. Connect with a higher purpose. In case y'all didn't know before, figure that out. Figure you out, right? So you may want to utilize and call upon Isis and or El Mariah and utilize these affirmations if you so choose. I accept life's impermanent nature and embrace the grieving process. That's part of that release, okay? I welcome the transitions that occur as a natural part of life. I adapt to my changing environment. I learn much from the experience of change. I assist people who are challenged by changes. Changes. That's what love makes one do. And especially that unconditional love. It's all for the growth, y'all, okay? It's a necessary part of the process. Change your perspective on it, you know? And then the affirmations with El Mariah, it says, I have the ability to forge ahead with great ease and emotional balance. Going back to that Cancerian energy, like I said, okay? I listen to divine guidance. All wisdom and knowledge are stored within my consciousness. I am grateful for the knowledge that has traveled with me through many lifetimes. My path is revealed. That's perfect. They go hand in hand for sure. All right? Ooh-wee. Yes, yes, and yes. Receive it, receive it, receive it. All right, y'all. This is beautiful. This is where we're going to leave it, okay? I mean, it's enough said, right? I pray you got it. I pray you receive it. I pray you internalize it and then take what you need, let what you don't go, okay? That's part of the process. Release, release, release. In order for the new you, this more emotionally balanced and stable, prayerfully, loving, secure, and confident version of yourself, let that be. What is it? Is that, who is that? Let it be, let it be, let it be. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. I don't even know what song. I want to say, is that John Lennon? Is that who that is? I have no idea, but that's who coming to mind. But that's what's, let it be. So mote it be. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Anyways, if it resonates with you, y'all, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, but especially in including yourselves, and I pray that's what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. If you want to join me for another episode, you can check the link in the description box below. I pray to see you there. If not, please take care. If you're looking for or want anything different or more, please check the playlist on my channel. And I pray you find what you're looking for, all right? Until the next one, please be easy. Do not forget your love and light, because it truly makes everything all right. And your light is just your truth, in case you don't know that. Like I've been saying to y'all, stand in your power and truth, please. Everything is going to work out as it's meant to, as I told you. All right? All right, y'all. I love you and I thank you. Deuces.